So I've learned a new skill set at age 53 that I thought might be useful and helpful to share with you. And amazing that at 53 you can still learn, right? And I'm always open to learn, and I think we never stop learning if we're open-minded enough to it. And what I'm going to share with you today, it's a term I came across through my building my company up, my online business, and in acquiring the digital skills to do that. It's a term I'd never heard of before, and it was called reverse engineering. And I'm going to talk you through it. And in the circumstance that I started to learn about it, it was in regards to actually the financials of my company, in figuring out what my targets were and how much I wanted to earn in a year, for example. And which is all fine. You come up with a number and you're like, that's what I want to earn this year. And it's really taking a look at, well, how are you going to do that? And that's where the reverse engineering comes in. You actually start with the finished goal, the finished target, and you reverse it back and break it down into what specifically you're going to do to achieve that target. And I went through this process, and it was amazing because I had my end target, and when I worked it back, it broke it down into bite-sized pieces and very specific actions that I needed to take in order to grow my company to that point where I can look back in it a year later and say, I've achieved my goal, actually I've exceeded it. And so it was a combination of, the growth of my company, how much I'm going to continue to invest in it, the return on investment, the profit margins, and then the end goal being hitting my year-end target. Fascinating. I mean, it kind of makes perfect sense in a way, but it was something new to me. And when I went through that process, I actually, what a light bulb went off me. Actually, this could apply in life as well, not just in reverse engineering your finances. This could apply in life, and here's where it's going to get real interesting. It's a Tuesday morning here on Grand Cayman. I'm here with my coffee. 7:45 in the morning, and here I am making a video on the beach. I will be taking a nice walk right behind me when I finish this video, and then I'm going to jump in that beautiful ocean, and I will go back home. And I will jump on the first of 4 coaching calls today at 10 a.m. this morning. At 12:30, 1 o'clock latest, I will close down my laptop and I am done for the day. That is how my days are. Now, full disclosure, what I should also mention is I did start work at 4:45 this morning. And that's how I now run my business. It is not a traditional show up for work at 9 in the morning, clock in, finish at whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. That's not my working day anymore. Because I run my own online business, I get to determine when I start work and when I finish work. It's kind of cool, right? So by choice, I like to start early and finish early because there's a pretty good chance by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock latest, guess where I'm going to be? Right back here. So I was able to do that by reverse engineering my lifestyle. And this is really where it gets interesting. So if you have a goal, for example, let's say what do you want to change? What do you want to change in your life? Say, well, I want to be happy. Okay, how are you going to achieve that? I want to have more time with my family. I want to not have to work 14 hours a day. I want to not have to work 2 jobs. I want to not have to work for a boss that I really don't like. I want to not wake up in the morning and not feel the way that I feel going to work every day. I want to be able to travel and work. I want to have financial freedom. That dream of something that I wanted to buy, realistically, with the lifestyle I currently have, it's always going to be a dream. I'm never going to have it. All of these and many, many, many more are perfect opportunities for reverse engineering. My biggest opportunity to reverse engineer my life was in how I felt. It wasn't in having things, although I do like to have them like everybody else, but that wasn't my driving force. My driving force was how I wanted to feel every day that I woke up. And I am now in that position where exactly what I wanted to achieve 6 months ago, that's a reality now. And the reason why I was able to make that massive change in my life from feeling miserable and stressed and unfulfilled and unhappy and anxious and just so much negative feelings to being sitting here at 7:45 on a Tuesday morning talking to you. The reason I was able to achieve that was because I reversed engineered. So my end goal was to get to a point where I got to do things on my term, be it my work, be it my life. I wanted to go against the flow of traffic every morning and to do it my own way. I wanted to leave that rat race, that hamster wheel of just same thing, day in, day out, same thing, day in, day out. It's exhausting. And all that for what, 2, maybe 3 weeks holiday, vacation a year? What? How did that happen? You know, I put this video up a couple of weeks ago about how much time we spend commuting to our jobs every day and every week and every month and every year. It's staggering. It's like 1 month a year we sit in traffic, whether it's on a train, on a bus, in a car. 1 month a year we burn up going to and from work. It's not right. You know, there has to be a better way. And for me, reverse engineering it. So when I figured out what my end goal was going to be, I literally sat down and I made a very simple spreadsheet and I broke it down into bite-sized pieces. I found the perfect platform to make that massive change in my life because I started learning about online business from scratch. It came into my life at exactly the right time so that I found a platform that I could learn the digital skills that was then going to enable me to set up my own coaching online business. And now I get to do what makes me so happy. It creates financial freedom for me to be doing things the way that I want to do them. And that's where the reverse engineering comes in. There was no point in me 6 months ago saying, yep, I just want to feel this way and I want to have all these great things in my life. I had to break it down into bite-sized pieces and then focus on what was right in front of me. The end goal was where I am. Actually, I'm being full disclosure, I'm not at my end goal yet. I'm absolutely well on the journey to it. My end goal will be when I look back at my financials at the end of this year. That will determine ultimately if I've hit my end goal. I'm pretty confident I will, but I'm just going to keep working. You know, I show up every day and I work. But I started focusing on each of those bite-sized pieces, and I literally broke it down into 2-week blocks. Because I was on this learning platform of digital skills, it was a lot of learning. I'd never touched digital marketing before. So I said, okay, in that 2 weeks, I'm going to learn those 2 modules. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to learn the 3rd module. In the 4th week, I'm going to begin to think about my website and my marketing strategy. So I broke it down literally into bite-sized pieces. So it didn't feel overwhelming. It was a strategic way for me to get to the end goal, and it absolutely works. You know, I look back now, my gosh, 6 months when I started it. First of all, how much I've learned and how different I feel, because I went after my goals by reverse engineering it and in focusing on what was right in front of me, with an understanding that each one of those blocks that I'd reversed engineered were bringing me to my end goal. That's what reverse engineering is. So I really hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to put a couple of links down below in the description. If you'd like to learn more, if you haven't been on my website, definitely jump on there and have a look around, connect with me. My WhatsApp contact is there. Would love you to reach out. And yeah, let's talk about what we can do to get you on a path to reverse engineer your life and see where we can take it. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and have a great rest of your day.